Gemini. Lovely to see you. So, this is your September reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you for those of you who have been supporting the channel. I really do appreciate your comments and your feedback and so on. It's really great. This is for all Geminis for September 2025. My name is Linda Williams. If you are new to our channel, hello, you're very, very welcome. And remember, we do daily guidance every day. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll get notification of our 1 or 2 card messages, daily guidance, and affirmation guide. We do every 4 days. We do your collective reading. The cards are going all over the place. We do your collective messages. This is for the collective, and of course, we do your sun, moon, and rising for the month. We choose one card every reading we ever do. We choose one card, a mystery card from our angels, gods, and goddesses deck. For those of you who are new to the channel. We put it to one side, we don't look at it, we read it at the end, and it always makes sense to what we've just been given. It's amazing how they gel. And so, this is for our beautiful Geminis. And I'm a Gemini rising, so I love to see what I need to hear when it comes to the Geminis for the month. So we'll have a look, shall we? We're going to ask Spirit for the overall energy of September. Thank you so much for our beautiful Geminis right now. Thank you. So we have the 8 of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords. And we have the Renewal. Lord, we have a major arcana, which is really lovely. Okay, let's have a look and see what Spirit wants to say to us. And of course, we will also get some from messages from our tarot deck and my private oracle deck. Now, the 8 of Cups is very much about moving on in a whole new direction, moving away from that no longer serves us. In the tarot deck, of course, we see her or him walking up a mountain around away from the emotions, away from the difficulties and so on. So this is not the same photo, but very similar, the same message. So sometimes we need to search for something new, though. Sometimes we are feeling that we need to do something different. We're not happy with the way some things are going. Can be career, can be relationships, family, friends, whatever. Maybe this is a month where you really do need to consider what it is that is best for you, Gemini. Should I move away from this? Would I be better off if I did move away from this? May I now know, maybe some of you, because it is a general reading, some of you may already know that you have no choice but to move away from this because you've been tolerating it for a certain amount of time, putting up with it. It's not going anywhere. You're not happy. So for some, September, you could be taking that plunge and moving on. Some of you could be moving away from difficulties into much better times. You could be moving house, moving from your job, moving interstate overseas. And even though it's sad to go, it's still beneficial for you to make this move. You could be moving away from family because you've got a job offer. And it's hard because, we don't like leaving our family, but you know that this is the time to do it because of the opportunities. Now, that's why we have the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is very much about having to walk away, and it's an emotional situation, but it's something that maybe you need to do, Gemini. The Renewal card is all about reevaluating things, looking at things, making sure that we weigh everything up, making a favourable choice. We've got the facts. It's time to move in a whole new direction. Gemini, this is a very strong message already about moving on, moving forward, moving on and up for some of us. So, and we also have the Spirit, this card here, the Spirit, they're saying to this couple, look, I've got your back, I'm going to look after you, but it is time now. It's time for you to move on, move forward. So the whole three, the three cards here, Gemini, the Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords, the renewal card. It's all about moving on in a whole new direction, looking at things differently, weighing things up. And you know that we've got the ten of cups just come through. So this is about happiness, joy, celebration. This confirms that some of you could be moving somewhere new to live. You've got to be very happy there by the look of it. So that's good to know, isn't it? And we've got the Five of Cups. And we know, don't we, that the Five of Cups, and of course, you know, the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups, very similar message, moving on in a whole new direction. But this is very much about realizing that you've still got big opportunities. You may not like this move that you have to do. You may not like walking away from the situation, relationship, job, whatever the case may be. But we have two cups here. There's big opportunities. So it's time now to let the old go, even though yes, we know it's a little bit painful, it's a little bit emotional, but it's time. It's time to go. There's no point in pondering on it. Take those two new cups, walk over that white bridge in the background there to your castle. And now is the time to do just that. And my guide is saying to you, Gemini, do not have regrets. Don't regret that those things that maybe have put you in this position, because this is an outcome of celebration. And so whatever you have to move away from, Gemini, be it job, be it relationships, friendships, family, whatever this situation is, it's time. Spirit is saying it is time now. This is the right time. And we're talking about September. So this is a new month here in Australia. As you know, I'm in Australia, Linda, from Australia. Here it's spring. We're coming into spring now. Overseas, of course, wherever you are, you could be going into autumn, to fall, whatever. And so it's a time for a whole new month. It's time for change. A new season is coming. And so that is sometimes the best time to actually make those changes, make those moves. This is for Gemini. What else would you like to give us for September? Yeah. And the outcome, when you walk away from that no longer serves you, this is your outcome. So we have this Nine of Pentacles. So this is an opportunity now for you to move on, move forward to a whole new part of your life. Now, you could be, some of you could be moving away from a job. You could be retiring. Some of you, not all, could actually be forced into that because of ill health, or you've had an accident, or whatever. Let's hope not. But anyway, you could be moving away. You're not really wanting to, but you've got, let's say you're at retirement age. And now it's an opportunity now, and a whole new opportunity to live your life very differently, where you can actually do some traveling, you can have some fun, enjoy your life. And so if that is the case, just know that you will be very happy. There's a great deal of accomplishment here. I'm getting this very strong message of there is a big opportunity for a great deal of accomplishment coming your way, Gemini, of personal growth, also finances. This is very much a message about financial difficulties coming to an end as well, by moving away from that no longer serves you and moving on and putting your efforts into what it is you really love doing. I know that you do have the backing of Spirit. Spirit is definitely there. This is not a time. September is not a time to reflect on what could have been or what should have been or whatever. This is a time now for you to realise that there's big opportunities here. You're just not seeing them at the moment. You can't see them, but they are here. And so know that, the answers really do lay within you. Gemini. This is the Hermit, the major arcana, saying that the answers lay within. You need to shine a light on these opportunities that are here around you, because maybe you're not seeing the opportunities, maybe you're not seeing the possibilities here of what could be, what could be ahead. For some of you, look, I think you're going to be reflecting and trying to work out which way to go with your finances. You could be trying to make a decision about where should I sow my seeds? Should I go this way? Should I invest that way? Should I buy this? Should I buy that? It can be a case of you also needing to get some advice. Some of you may need to get some advice on your finances. You may need to go to the bank manager or a financial advisor or whatever, because if you are walking away, for example, from a situation, a job, and you're coming out with superannuation and you're now finding yourself very well off, maybe you need to plan the rest of your life and invest. So for those of you who are in that situation, it's always a good idea to get some professional advice, those who know what they're doing, what they're talking about, to give you that correct guidance. Look, we have the Page of Swords too. So we do have the Page of Swords, and we also have the Tower. Page of Swords and the Tower. There's a card just fallen. Hang on, everyone. We don't want to miss out, do we? It's a very good card. Where can you see it? So the Page of Swords and the Tower is also, for some of us, we are being told that there's this month. This is a month where we have to not allow ourselves to get involved in gossip or difficulty with other people, because it is possible that for some of us there could be someone in our life, the Page of Swords, that is causing a little bit of trouble. Okay, could be for some of us. Now, this won't be for all of us, but this is just saying to all of us that this month, this is for the month of September, this month, to try very hard not to allow yourself to get into a situation of gossip or resentment or anything like that that could sort of create a tower moment. So we don't want to get involved in gossip. We don't want to, this month, we don't want to get involved with people who, you know, acid tongues, have acid tongues, so to speak, cause trouble, or not a good month to get into arguments and so on. We're best to stay sort of grounded and just on a level playing field, let's put it that way, because the Tower is about transformation, change, making positive change, but it's also things coming to a certain situation where, you know, we're not prepared to accept this anymore, or we're not prepared to tolerate this. We say to ourselves, now that's it, I'm now going to make big change, I'm going to move on, or I'm going to bring this to an end. So you could be bringing this person, and you could be moving away from this person, taking this person out of your life. It's very possible you could be moving on from this situation where there's gossip or there's trouble around you at work or career or people or even family, and you've decided that you're going to detox yourself from that situation and move forward. And if that is the situation, Spirit is saying that you should do that. You should go within, and because the answers lay within. Have faith and trust your intuition, Gemini. If you're in a situation where it's not nice, it's very toxic, and there's a lot of stuff going on that you don't approve of, so on and so forth, and you can move away from that, this is the time to do it. This month is the time to do it. And the Hierophant is very much about, looking for advice from those who are, sometimes the Hierophant is very much about looking for guidance in a spiritual sense. So have faith, have trust your intuition, follow your spirit guides you intuitively, and they will put you in the right direction. So you've got a lot of things going on, Gemini, this month. We're going to be put in a position, I feel, this month, Gemini, where we are going to have to maybe take a stand, especially with other people or situations. We don't want to get involved in anything. In the family situation, it could be arguments about money, could be arguments about your, work or at work or whatever in the family. Could be about finances, and Spirit is saying not to get involved in that situation. But it is possible that something could come to a head. Something could come up that you have to uh, make a decision on. You have to make change. And the Tower is actually a card of transformation, making big changes, things finally getting to a head where we say, that's it, I've had enough. I'm going to walk away from this. I'm going to move away from this. I'm going to take, move in a whole new direction. And the Tower outcome is always us looking back, everyone, and saying, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad I had the courage to take that stance, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't be as happy as I am today. I wouldn't be in this position that I'm in today. So September, Gemini, is a month where we are going to have to make some decisions. And look, there's a lot of finances here on the table. Could have a lot to do with your financial situation. You also need to stand your ground on something, because pages are messengers, and you could hear of something about your finances and you're not really very happy about that, and maybe you need to stand your ground and trust and have faith in your intuition that you're not going to. For example, let's give you an example. Let's say somebody makes an offer of some kind and you're not happy with it. Maybe you've got a house for sale or a car for sale or something, and they make this offer and you're not happy with it. Well, look within. Find that the answers really lay within. So trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. If you feel that you need to stand your ground on that and say, no, I'm not going to accept that, I want more, then you do that. That's just hypothetical. That's just an example of what Spirit is saying. So lots of finances around us this month, Gemini. There is celebration here. There is celebration. However, there is also, we have got the Hierophant, that the Hierophant is all about, help from guidance from Spirit. And also we've got the Tower, which is huge change, being put in a position where we have no choice. We have to make change, but it does lead us down the path of a better future. So it's very interesting. Thank you. So we've got 2 thrown out. Okay, so now we have a female. So this is a predominant person in your life, and we do have the freedom walking away card. So for not everybody, of course, because it's a reading for everybody. But we do have a situation here where some of you may be walking away from a situation, freeing yourself from a situation. It could be a female for some of you. Could be that. We have the home card, so you could be moving out of a home, away from a flatmate or somebody, or this could be somebody moving out of your home, and it could be your daughter or your sister or whatever. Could be movement going on there. But there's actually, this is actually a really good message about this. So for some of you, somebody could be moving out of home, walking away, from going overseas, studying, whatever. But it's actually a very good message. It could be one of your children moving away or coming out into the world, or moving on from your house, and over the next 3 to 5 months they could be making a lot of very positive change in their life. And so some of you might think, oh my goodness me, I hope this is going to work out all right. I hope they're going to be safe. And Spirit is saying, yes, they're going to be safe. They're going to be okay. We've also got the career card, saying that there is, you need to make positive change. You need to do this over the next 3 to 5 months. And also some of you may also need to walk away from, if you've got if this Page of Swords this is usually a female, the Page of Swords. Maybe you need to walk away from this person if that is not a happy situation that you're in with them. Okay. So very interesting. You might need to close the door on something for your own happiness. It's very possible, Gemini. So let's see what Spirit wants to say to you. The Angel of Family. So it looks to me like family has got a lot to do with this month. And look, you could also be in business with family. Maybe you've got to walk away from that. You must stay positive. Please stay positive. It's very important that you stay in that state of positive thought. But we have got the Angel of Family. So let's see, what Spirit wants to give us when it comes to our message here. Okay, so the Angel of Family says this: do not worry about your family or loved ones, for all will work out. Isn't that lovely? The angels surround you and your family at this time, everyone. Feel their love and light and know that both you and your loved ones are forever held in the eternal embrace of love. Surrender your fears and any concerns you may have for your family. A family member or a loved one to the angels you know, and that I'll just go past that again because I've surrender your fears and any concerns you may have for your family, a family member or a loved one to the angels, and know that the situation is being healed and transformed right now. Oh, isn't this lovely? This could be, you might have a mum that's not well, sick, and or a sister or a daughter or whatever, and the angels are looking after her. Gently close your eyes, feel and visualize those you love being bathed in light and love. Imagine beams of love emanating from your heart and mind, infusing and surrounding each family member and loved one with beautiful healing energy. In turn, feel the light and love they emanate to you in return, and thank the angels for their assistance. So isn't that beautiful? So a very interesting reading for us, for the Geminis this month. I feel a lot of you are going to be walking away from something. I think you're going to be moving in a whole new direction. Spirit is asking you to try very hard not to get involved in anything that is negative or toxic. Try not to get involved in any gossips, things that this month, because sometimes other people draw us in, don't they? And it's not always a healthy thing. You could be moving on in a new direction with your career or your home. Know this, that the major arcanas are very powerful. You do have the Hermit. The Hermit has all the answers within. This is also about making sure that if there's anything you're uncertain about, make sure you shine a light on that and look into it properly, and then trust your intuition. It's very, very important. And the Hermit and the Hierophant rather. This is all about others helping you. This is about not being afraid to ask for help if you need to, because there's always somebody there. Is it their family, loved ones, friends, whatever, who will be happy to sit down and talk to you and maybe give you some advice or help this month. So, Gemini, take care. This has been an interesting reading. As you know, as I said before, I'm a Gemini rising. So some of this makes sense to me. It resonates with me, especially about the moving and so on. And so it's been lovely to be with you today. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Does this resonate with you? Is this going on in your life? We will be doing your bonus reading, of course, in the middle of September. So we'll be interested to see what comes out of that. As you know, we do give you daily guidance each and every morning. You will get notified if you have subscribed, of course, to the channel and get your daily message and affirmation reading, daily guidance and affirmation. We do guidance from Spirit for the collective every 4 to 5 days. So there's always some guidance coming your way from the spirit realm. And so we'd love a like. Would you like to push the like now, because it does help the channel? And it's lovely to hear from you. If you'd like to give some comments, I always respond to you. very quickly. I check my comments every morning. So Gemini, interesting month. Be nice to see how this unfolds. Make sure you review, weigh things up, evaluate everything, then make a favourable decision. And then if you know it's time to move on, then you move on in that whole new direction. I look forward to catching up with you again soon, Gemini. Bye bye for now.